race event listing submission form. The first step to becoming a race director is listing a race with Running Room. There are some things you're going to need before you get started. You're going to need to know the date and time of your event, the correct addresses of your social links for Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and your main web page. And if you're working with a charity, you're going to need to know the registered charity information. You can watch that tutorial on how to add a charity to your race submission form in a separate video. Let's begin. We'll scroll down to the race submission form, to page 1, and here is where you enter your race information. You will notice the red asterisks alongside these fields. This means that this is required information. Pay attention to the way the date has to be entered into the field, and here is the maximum race registrations. You can leave it at unlimited at 0, or you can cap your race at a finite number. If you choose to cap your race, you can add a race is closed message, because once your race reaches the maximum registrations, the system will stop accepting registrations for that event. Here is where you list all your events. Events are different distances that are within a race. For the purpose of this tutorial, I have one event, and it's a walk-run event, although it could have been a walk and it could have been a triathlon. I chose walk-run, and it's a 5K distance. I've entered the date and the time, and I do not have a cap for my race, so I've added a 0. I've added my Earlybird fees and the dates on which they end. And I have an event discount for my Run Club participants. There's a question that will come up, and I want them to provide their membership number, and I've given them a discount of $5. I don't have youth or senior discounts applicable, so I have left the fields with a 0. This is my activation date for when my race I want to go live on Running Room platform, and this is the deactivation, where I want the registration page to stop accepting registrations. There's options for t-shirt sizes, and there's various questions that you can have answered. I'm only curious about previous participation, so I've clicked yes. I don't have a chip time event, so I'm not interested in adding age groups, although you can if you have certain age groups and awards that you want to give out. This is my custom question, although this is optional. I want to know where people heard about my race, and I want to know how well my marketing did. So I'm requiring this to be a mandatory question. They must answer this question before they can move on in the race registration page. The payable information, you will notice, has a red asterisk beside the field, so all of this information is required. This is the online donating and fundraising portion, so if you're working with a charity, you would click yes, and we would fill out this information. But we're going to be working on this on a separate video. Here is where I add my package pickup information. And I'm not having volunteers for this race, but if I was, I would click yes, and then we would continue to fill out this information. We have the standard waivers available, and if you have additional notes that you would like your web team to know, please make note here. Then we will continue to the next page. Here, this is where we upload any graphics, any race maps, any photos, any pictures that you would like on your race registration page. So we have race logos, event logos, t-shirts, and charity files. This is where it all happens. Now, if you have these files at a different date, you still can send them to your web team and they can add them at a later time. Here's where we enter the social links. Please make sure the link is correct, because when the web team adds them, the links may be broken, so it's important that you have the correct information. Once you complete all of your information, I would like you to read the privacy and confidentiality agreement, and once you agree, please click the box. At this point, you can go back to page 1 to review, or you can click submit. If at any time you have any questions or you need assistance, please feel free to click the help button and enter your question, and somebody from the web team will get back to you. Thanks for watching.